We'll be great. Okay, don't blow it. We can pull that off. We'll be geniuses.
Wait, but I forgot right when you started talking. I forgot what it was.
A couple of geniuses.
I remember one time I was in a ballet class. I was probably like 12 or 13. This is a big one. But it was just, you know, we were like going through our class and one girl went to go to the bathroom or something. And she came back and she was like, Elizabeth, that was my teacher's name. She was like, Elizabeth, there's this really weird guy in the hall and really freaked out. And everyone looked out and, you know, my dad, I think he had a mohawk or something, and was wearing like bondage pants. And everyone was like, oh my God, it's okay, just stay in there. And I looked and I was like, oh, fuck, it's my dad. And I was like, what am I gonna do? And I walked out and I was like, you don't know me, and like walked by. And now I feel like that must have been like so heartbreaking. But I just couldn't believe it. You know, I wanted him to be wearing like a suit and work at, you know, Allstate or something.
Ballet class.
Yeah.
Did you try and ignore him?
Oh yeah. I was like, that's my uncle. I like said, it's so terrible, but you know, it just like I was so self-conscious that it was like, I just wish my dad could be a lawyer. But now it's like, I'm really thankful for that. But everyone's embarrassed with their parents.
Right?
They thought you were like some crazy guy, because it was on Hollywood Boulevard where
they thought I was like
my
a
dance.
almost like Hollywood punk rock kid that came in, you know.
But it was my dad just waiting to pick me up from ballet class. But it's like, you know, every teenager is like embarrassed with their parents, whatever they do. And mine, you know, it was just my variety of that. He was kind of saying before, like, when he grew up, it was kind of like us against them. And certain things I'd be self-conscious about, like, oh, like I have to wear the right dress to the bat mitzvah and go to Fred Siegel and get an important thing or have a fancy car, and, you know, just all these pressures of going to like a private school and, you know, coming home and talking to my dad and being so stressed out about it, and he'd just be like, fuck that, like that doesn't matter. And just being able to kind of like have that attitude about it, I mean, of course I still worried about things, but just knowing that it's so insignificant in the larger sphere of things. He's really good at like talking about things. It's not really like, you know, listen to me, he doesn't really like lay it down. He's really open to how I feel about things and just hearing me out and giving me advice. And, you know, even like if I have personal problems, like I'd call a friend and I can call my dad and he would give me the kind of same conversation with that, if not better, because he's known me for so long and, you know, has experience and he's older.
No, the one more thing I was going to say was just like when Clara was talking about feeling like an equal a little bit, like that was something that was always really important to me as a father, like from the beginning, like there was no goo-goo, gaga, like talking to her like she was a little kid. I always talked to her. I never underestimated her intelligence or talked to her like she was a baby, you know? And it doesn't mean not like embracing the times when she's enjoying things that 2-year-olds enjoys and the way their imaginations work and stuff, like not like honoring where she was at, but I never talked down to her. And that's something I'm proud of as a parent. I mean, like, granted, I made lots of mistakes as a parent, but that's one good thing that I'm proud of.
That's the one good thing. No, I'm just kidding.
It's one of those good things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, especially because since my childhood, I guess, or like upbringing is so different than yours was in a lot of ways. Like, you know, just dealing with like college applications and all the stuff that goes along with that. I just like, I'm remembering I was in this AP English class and, you know, so excited, like reading all the classics and Jane Eyre and all that stuff. And me and my dad would like read the books together. Just a lot of things, like I guess we did at the same time, which was fun. And then you remember we would like talk about Beowulf and all that stuff in high school.
Yeah, and I didn't really go to school. I just loved to read. Like since I was a little kid, I loved to read. I read book after book after book. I just love it. And Clara is like me in that way. She loves to read also. So it was great when she in school started reading books that I loved, and we could, you know, read them together and talk about them and stuff. Really cool. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.